all of that is true. It was important for the state of California to have a budget. It's not a very good budget. It does not solve the fundamental problem, which is a structural imbalance between revenues and expenditures. We have a great deal of reform to do in that area. I've been on the Budget Committee, and ever since I entered the legislature, I've been working across party lines to try and make the process better by proposing a 2-year expenditure plan, by proposing that the Budget Committee begin earlier and exercise stronger oversight over our expenditures, which we do not currently do. And I also believe that we must put an end to the partisan rancor that prevents both sides from working together and achieve a balance of revenues and expenditures. We're also in a terrible economic time. This is not going to get better next year, and I'm very concerned about our ability to provide a good budget for the state of California. I certainly do support the county getting that money. It has asked for that money. Reentry facilities are important. My own county of Yolo has just gone through a selection process for a site. San Joaquin has already put forward that it wants to use the existing facility as a reentry facility. That's part of the overall solution to the prison problem. We need to have more of those facilities, and frankly, we should have passed the appropriations that night. When it comes to crime and punishment, these are very, very unsatisfactory discussions in the legislature, and the very last night of the session is when the appropriation fell apart. And it fell apart on the issue of prison reform. I believe we have to put that money forward, and we need to do that fairly quickly when we get back in January. I do not support the peripheral canal. I am currently the chair of the Assembly Water Parks and Wildlife Committee, and I have spent a good deal of time focusing attention on the crisis in the Delta, and I do not believe that at this point a peripheral canal is the solution to the crisis in the Delta. I do believe that if the state of California focuses its entire energy and effort and resource on building a ditch, that in fact the Delta will die, because the problems are much more than how to provide water through the Delta to Southern California. It's a much broader problem. We have a much broader water problem in California. The Delta is the heart and soul of the California water system, but it's not just a conduit for water from the north to the south.